way down among Brazilians, coffee beans grow by the billions, so they've got to find those extra cups to fill. They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil.
There's an awful lot of coffee in Brazil, ladies and gentlemen. 24 minutes before 7 o'clock. It's the morning news with Webster and Nancy on WILK. And there's an awful lot of coffee in the WILK test kitchens because Mary Tellie from Electric City Roasting is here. Yay, Mary.
Hey, good morning.
Mary, we've been trying to get you here in the studio for like a month now, but every Sunday night, Monday morning, it's like another blizzard or something's on the way. And you've been stranded up there.
Oh, my God.
Up on the mountain where you live. And finally, we get to see you here.
I know,
nice
right?
to see you after all this
It was
while.
like smooth sailing today. There was nothing to worry about.
Yeah, don't jinx it, though. You're going to walk out into a blizzard now.
I know.
So how you doing?
If it's not freezing, or it's just, 4 below, or I don't know.
Right.
Something crazy.
You better be traveling somewhere warm. We live vicariously through you.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we always have fun, and there's an awful lot of coffee in Brazil. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to
You're
Brazil.
not going to be in Brazil anytime soon?
No. We're headed south of the border, but not necessarily Brazil. So
And we've mentioned this many times before, but, Electric City Roasting, you literally spend a good part of the year traveling around the world about coffee.
I do.
Yeah.
I do, which is fun.
I bet.
Yeah, especially if
professional.
assuming I can get, out of the driveway.
It's those first couple of steps.
Do you ever get people in those countries? Do you get snow where you live?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's really funny. I said that to someone. They said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Pennsylvania." And they said, "Where?" I said, "All right, Scranton, Pennsylvania is where I'm from, and I'm very proud of that."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I hear you guys have really bad weather." And I'm like, "Yeah, we do sometimes."
It's not sunny.
They're like,
and
"Yeah,
80.
but it's 80-degree difference." And I'm like, "Yeah, we have a point right there." Because it was like 1 degree here, I think, at the time.
You got to love that they know like one thing, and it's that.
It is that.
The weather's miserable, I hear.
It's that, and how close are you to Philadelphia or New York?
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
it's awesome. But so I thought it'd be fun today to bring our tribute to this amazing time of year, Winterfest.
It's
the coffee we have.
Winterfest and Valentine's Day.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. So we have Tiamo and we have Winterfest, and what you're just about ready to drink right now.
Make sure you don't have my hot water.
No,
for my tea.
My goodness. That's the Winterfest. Isn't that great?
Yes, it's excellent.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Tiamo, which is like something nice that you can get for Valentine's Day.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Tiamo is Italian for I love you.
Yes, it is.
Right?
Yes.
Just
I love
professing your love to each other.
I love you, coffee.
I love you, coffee.
I do love
we
you,
do.
coffee.
Absolutely. I say that every day. Oh, I love you today.
It's one of the most necessary parts of most people's days.
It is, absolutely. And, it's fun to create these blends, starting with the basics, right? So we have a whole bunch of different piles of coffee, and we're deciding, what do we want this blend to be like? And this is how you blend coffee. And it's really, we're going to start offering classes to individuals that want to learn a little bit more about, coffee enthusiasts who might just want to understand a little bit about blends.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, it is. It's a lot of fun because you'll get something where you think, this is going to taste great. And then you try it and you're like, not so much.
Right.
It's not very good.
I'm sure there are those things that you think wouldn't work, and they do.
They do. It's like trying on that dress that looks terrible on the hanger, but you put it on, you're like, wow, I can, wow.
Oh, I wonder about that.
That does happen, John.
Well,
It does.
We asked that, when we talked to brewers on the beer thing, too, about, how do you know when you have something that's just right? Or, how do you resist thinking, I can make this even better? Like, how do you know when to stop?
Well, that's that's part of it. You can over-engineer a coffee, absolutely. You can just add too many things to it, where it's all of a sudden just flatlined. There's nothing more to bring out of this coffee. And so part of it is how do we roast it versus how do we blend it versus what countries do we use?
Right.
And so there's a whole bunch of different recipes we can put together and a lot of protocol that we use and we play around with. And then how do you brew it? So how do you not mess it up in the morning to brew it a certain way?
But then do you have like a little impromptu taste test? Like, do you let your husband try it, or how do you know what's next? Say this seems pretty good to me. Somebody else has got to taste it so I can get some affirmation.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of that guinea pigging going on.
Coffee guinea pig. People just sitting around buzzed 22 hours a day. Go, is there any more coffee left?
Since you are the world champion, one of them.
No. I am not a world champion taster.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. You end up all over the world doing this. So obviously you have to trust
There's
your own
actually a
palate.
competition for people that are called cup tasters, and I was in it, but I didn't do very well.
No, but how many people were involved?
There were quite a few.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you probably did pretty good considering there were 1,000 people there.
Well, it's interesting because you're up on a stage and you have to triangulate, meaning you have to separate the difference between 1 and 3 different coffees, and you have 6 6 triangulations that you have to
So wait,
do
what
in a minute.
You're drinking coffee in front of a crowd?
Oh, yeah.
Like there's an
and
audience.
it's time.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. No, they don't say a word, and they just stare at you. And
Oh,
that
my
was,
God.
for me, that was the hardest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
You don't understand when you're under that kind of stress, what that does to your palate.
Yeah, I bet.
Well,
I bet.
You say, oh, yeah, I can handle that. I'm, this is who I am. This is what I do. Yeah, right.
Right,
Yeah,
but then
can't
you put
handle
it in a room with all these people.
And then you're looking up at the clock, and so it's a component of how many did you get right and the time.
But that was a contest between people who judge coffee.
No, that was a contest of cup tasters. They're called cup tasters.
All right, but when you're actually doing the coffee judging thing, when that's happening, when you walk into a room, people go, "Oh, it's Mary Tellie." I mean, they fear you, do they not?
Absolutely do not fear
Yes,
me.
they do. Don't even deny. Now you're just
John,
being.
are you fearing her and you're just,
Yes.
transferring them to her? That's terrible.
They fear you. No, they don't. Not really.
Really?
Sometimes, but
Yes,
probably,
sometimes. Oh,
I
wait,
think,
there we go.
No, I don't know if I have.
truth is
I don't
coming
think I command that much respect or fear. I don't know. Maybe I do, but. It's always fun.
Let's get back to people are going to be maybe taking classes.
Absolutely.
What is that going to get off the ground?
So we're launching our new branding and new website, and all of that at one time. Why not just
one fell swoop.
just jump off that cliff all
Nice.
at once. And so that should be up and around probably in the next 2 weeks, and you'll actually be able to go in and click on a calendar.
Oh, cool.
And find the coffee venue that you really want to. You want to learn about coffee origins, and you want to do coffee. You want to literally almost be at the farm, or you want to jump on a trip and go to the farm.
Yeah.
That's going to be an option down the road.
That's
if
cool.
you want to be able to just learn about coffee, you're just like, this is kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to taste coffee. I just want to learn how to make a cappuccino. That's all I want. And so there's going to be a class on that.
That's
And
excellent.
I think so. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of
and you
fun.
mentioned the website, and it is www.electricityroasting.com, and people can go there and check it out, and it'll be updated in a couple of weeks, and all this new stuff is going to be available.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It'll be a lot of fun.
Mary Tellie from Electric City Roasting with us this morning, and you brought coffee. I'll help you carry it in.
I'm not sure I'll get it past the crowd in the hallway, but we'll try.
They all wait for you. They throw rose petals as she walks in. Thank you, Mary.
Adios.
17 minutes before 7 o'clock now. Time for 2020 traffic.